Russ, the finish was great, but what went before it must have disappointed you.
Yeah, it did a bit flat. We probably allowed them to have too much of it. We played a bit deep, and we said to our wide players to stay pushed on, push a bit higher, because we allowed them to come out with it. But then again, you know, they still just whacked it long most of the time. It still end up with a long ball, and that's what done us. After all, you know, little bits of play there at the back. It was one long ball over the top. Two got attracted to the ball, lost the header, man in behind, and then just scooped it in, which was disappointing after all that. And then, like you say, I thought the last 25 minutes were excellent. We just got to play the 90 minutes like that.
Last 25 minutes? I think some people might question the words last 25 minutes. Last 5 minutes, perhaps? Last 25?
Yeah, I thought the 25, they didn't get out of their half. We created quite a few chances. The chances came in the last 5. I thought they scored the second goal when we were having our best spell. So Trev's held his hands up for that. You know, we had 5, 6, 7 chances there at the end. Like I say, I think we've got to, you know, try and play most of the game like it really.
And can you put your finger on why it took so long to get started?
Not really. It's the way it is. Sometimes they're not a bad side. They managed to get the ball down. We probably sat off them a little bit. Didn't press the game. Like I said, with the two wide players, probably been a bit too honest and coming back like we've asked from in most games. And you know, they didn't. Probably came back onwards and wanted to play higher up the pitch really. And started to do it in the second half, but obviously the game was. We had to do something to change it, which we did.
Were you thinking about making the changes a bit earlier?
Well, no, there was always a hope. You know, when people go on about systems and that, it's players at the end of the day. If players, you know, if systems can maybe change things sometimes. Players can change things other times. We just needed that little bit of break, which we didn't get. And but you know, credit to the lads in the last sections of the game. It was. You know, I felt we were camped in their half for a good 25 minutes.
You built it up as a must-win game.
I didn't.
It's not happened.
No, I didn't know it wasn't a must-win game. Still 8 games, still 24 points, so still time. Yeah, we'd like a few more greens on the old BBC football form guide. Of course we would. And you know, we had a couple of good away results and wanted to back it up with a home win. Didn't happen. We've got to look to next week now.
And is it just frustrating because those 2 away performances were really good? You played well, you come away, and then you know, just today hasn't quite worked.
Yeah, no, it is disappointing. Like I said, that's what we said all along since Newport and Portsmouth, was to back it up like we did against Accrington when we beat Tranmere. So you know, we haven't done it. And yeah, it is disappointing, but yeah, of course it is.
Any idea how many points you think you're going to need?
No. I think Tranmere have lost, haven't they? So Hartlepool have won. There's a couple of other draws, I think. So it's all still fairly tight. We've just got to, you know, see what happens with the next game, where it takes us, and do our best.
And how are you enjoying this management lot?
Yeah, cheers, Pete. Thanks. No, listen. We as a staff, we are. You know, as much as you can, we are enjoying ourselves. We are enjoying it. We are. It's a challenge getting the lads up for it, and well, not getting them up for it, but you know, picking players and teams and the way you want to play, and plotting yourself against other teams. You certainly have to do it more than obviously at the youth level. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, they're a great bunch of boys. We've just got to try and see ourselves over the line.
And now. You've got to lift yourself as much as lifting everybody else.
No, I'm lifted. I'm all right. I'm fine. You've got to look at the big picture, and you know, obviously do the best we can, and get as much as we can out of every little situation we have in games, and you know, for the big picture really.
Thanks, Ross.
Cheers, Pete.
So is that your first real bump along the way, did you say?
Could be, yeah, you could say so. But as a squad and an individual and as a staff, we've got to pick ourselves up very quickly and get on with it. Yeah.
Is it just a case of going in there and saying, right, that's done with, concentrate on Plymouth, or did you have a few words to say?
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a little bit of that. It was a little bit of what happened in the game, a little bit of how we played the last 25, 20 minutes, and you know, we need to do that more. We didn't probably start. We started for the first 10 minutes. We were really good. We got on at them, and then we allowed them just to pick the pace of the game, and you know, they sort of dictated it. So it's yeah, disappointing that was to not be able to, you know, they sort of wrestled the next sort of half an hour away from us, I thought, in the first half. And, you know, for 5 or 10 minutes second half, I thought we were okay. We had a couple of opportunities, but then we changed it, and I thought after that we were the dominant team.
Does the defending still worry you? You mentioned the first goal there, obviously an individual error for the second.
Yeah, it's one long ball. Yeah, one long ball. I mean, you know, the Exeter are renowned for their passing that, but there's one long ball from I think it's from the keeper. Flicked on, and two got dragged to the ball, and he just popped him down. Good finish. It was a good finish. Nice,
yeah.
Nice comment.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. It was, you know, it's disappointing that one long ball, and then, you know, set a short corner that's managed to got a shot on goal. That.
In terms of positives, the introduction of Amari and Joe Hanks seemed to be the sort of catalyst for that improvement.
Yeah. I felt it was important to get two up there. Wes's, you know, Wes's pace, and Sean was always a threat. Didn't quite happen for him today. And Amari did well. I think he had a decent chance as well, which didn't quite go in. But Joe looked good as well. You know, set plays were good as well, which we can bank on. And you know, just got to throw our bodies in the line, I think, there for set plays. We did score one, but we could have had 2 or 3 other opportunities where we could have got one.